I've never actually casted a deathmatch game. Or an Age of Mythology game for that matter. But I'm actually observing Nakamura against Legend. So this should be an interesting game. Getting to see what they're doing. Naturally they're going for that early temple to get the age up as quick as they can. Naka's actually... I think he's going to go for that settlement. Legend's just fast on the production. Oh no, Naka's going to build around the settlement. There's a production here for Legend's gone around to starting town centre. Sorry, I've got a cold if I'm sounding a bit chesty. Probably look at production here. Bit of a side building going on here for Naka, and I don't think Legend's going to spot it. More side building here for Naka as well. So he's getting ranges all around the map. He wants to pressure with Toxotes, I think. Or Legend's trying to push up the middle. There's my melee, so everything's got all the upgrades instantly in its age, in DM, and then your god powers are just delayed by a couple of minutes. Fight going on down here. We'll have my melee versus Hypaspist. I think these guys bonus versus cavalry rather than infantry. There's a Hypaspist, they are an anti-infantry. So all those guys are going to go down. Meanwhile, these Cyclops, they're going to deal a bit of damage to these palaces. They're going to be like a pseudo siege. They are going to fall. And more palaces going to come up there for Legend. I like this. Naka's sort of walled with his buildings there, and he's going to be able to start pressuring with his side building. He's going to get Toxotes on that bottom side. Not yet on the top side, I don't think. He's going to have a fortress first. Not give himself away, which is sometimes worth doing. So you got Mythic coming out for Naka. Legend's already had his Mythic, I believe. Let's just be handling a little bit slower. I agree. Going on down there, but I don't know if Naka's going to be able to get more than that fortress. Legend's going for that town centre. He's going to build up around this other town centre as well, so Naka's going to be restricted to 2 TCs if he's not careful here. Pestilence from Naka, so that's going to interrupt all the production out of these forts, so no more fire siphons. 40 seconds. These guys are going to have to make do with what they've got. Legend trying to pressure Naka in response to being denied that settlement for now. He's going to deconstruct the fortress. He'll give the resources back to Naka, but he's still going to have to rebuild the bloody thing, and in the meanwhile, he's still waiting for the resources to trickle in. He's using villagers to focus down the fire siphon, so that's a very good idea. It seems to work really well when siege and pseudo-siege units are focusing buildings. Just have villagers attack them, bro. If you don't need them repairing that second, why not? So, Nakamura continuing to really steamroll up this middle. But Legend sort of solidifying his position here to potentially take that 4th settlement. He's trying to take that 3rd one, securing this one up the back as well. And he's found the side building there from Naka. But Nakamura is going to be able to stream in units from down here as well. Gastrophedes in queue. Nakamura is going to have to be careful with this Legend, putting the pressure on. Over there with the fire siphons and the Gigantes. Big stompy boy. These Legends pushed out a bit. He's bought himself a bit of breathing room here. Right now, he is still waiting on that settlement to kick in, so he is down in terms of the population he's got access to. he's in the back line, so these guys hit really hard. They have a good range to them, so they can actually outrange the palace. Sorry, just coughing your guts up. And Legend repelled there on that attempt at that settlement, but his second settlement's now finished up over here. And Nakamura is forcing him off what would have been Nakamura's third settlement. It's dangerous. It's an aggressive one. It's a nice map. Oh, there's still the spiders there. Wondering what the icon on the map was. Where's Legends? There we go. So Legends actually out of gold here. This is a bit scary for him because he's going to need to try and force up markets or max out on his citizens and try and gather gold off the map. And Nakamura, villagers, you're really favouring Nakamura. Is it 5? Oh yeah, 5 blues to total. And everything is being text over here. So Legend has the opportunity to try and snipe this fortified town centre. Nakamura is trying to take the third one, and Nakamura is going to be able to try and push in and keep Legend off this one as well. A very defensive base setup, a second layer of walls there. Very nice. So even though that settlement's going to fall in response, Earthquake used on the one over here by Nakamura on Legend, so that's going to force Nakamura back to 2 and Legend back to only 1. Oh no. Both players back to only 1, sorry. But Nakamura's nearly got that second one on the way. These fortresses for Legend under threat. Doesn't have any gold in the bank. So again, he's going to have to try and get caravans up or get gold gathering somewhere. Not lose any army in the meantime. And Nakamura is just tearing down all that static defense on the front of Legend's base, so Legend is really high and dry at the moment. There's not really a lot of production available to him. He's down by 20 pop because he doesn't have that second settlement, and it is being harassed, so until that health bar actually fills up, it's not going to be finished. So he's going to have to fight with a 20 population disparity here, and he's also really gold staffed. Deconstructing another fortress while the fire siphon tries to focus down the town centre. It's not going to be enough. This Hecker could probably kill that Hypaspist. The Hypaspist is just going to focus it down while it focuses down the production. So, really probably could turn and just easily win that fight, but there's no indicator to tell you where the players are looking at. This is weird for me, I'm used to it from AoE. That Hecker still alive, but for whatever reason it didn't go for the Hypaspist. Legend's still managing to produce behind this because Nakamura is actually really starved for wood. Didn't realise just how wood starved Nakamura was getting, but I suppose he's been dumping a lot in fortresses, towers, and the Gastrophetes. They wouldn't be a cheap unit. No, they're not cheap at all. They got 110 wood cost to those bad boys. But this expensive Greek army has to really be putting in the work, and Tarius mismicroed or misrallied in there. Unless Legend's trying to make population space for something else. Finish that town centre, he's going to vortex. inside the base of Nakamura again. But Nakamura, in response, going to try and destroy a lot of this production because there's not a lot of wood or gold now for Legend, and Nakamura's got a bit in the bank once again. This is a really scary force. A few fire siphons here. Legend spending every last resource to make use of what he's got at his disposal. I'm not saying Nakamura isn't, because these Gastrophedes are really nice, pop efficient late game unit. This is really scary for both players. But Legend is running really low on all three resources now, so he can't really even rely on trading in between them. He's going to have to spend and gather optimally to make it from here, and he could probably look at deleting guard tower, free up a bit of wood, bit of gold. Stun Gigantes. Oh, that's really scary for him because these guys are not cheap either. Nakamura's Death Ball's really putting in the work here. And Legend running out of army in Naka's base, but in saying that, Naka really needs to force up his houses once again. So more of Nakamura's starting bases being brought down, but at the same time so is Legends, and right now army size wise Nakamura does have a slight edge. Actually no, I take that back, Legend does, because Nakamura has so much more villagers. He's doing well at keeping them all working too. This Gastro Ball, really strong. Really good stun there. So Legend taps out. GG.